Hello student, let's start with the subject mechanical engineering material. I think last time we learned mechanical property. Before that we learned classification of metals. Today we learn physical property. Physical properties are characteristic of material that are determined by nature. Physical property do not require the material to be deformed or destroyed in order to determine the value of property. First physical property is luster. It is also known as brightness. It is the ability of the metal to reflect light when finely polished. For example, if you consider aluminium or gold, it is much bright. If you take a silver, stainless steel, it is shining. If you take a tin, cobalt, it is metallic in nature. If you take copper or chilled cast iron, it is bright metallic. So basically, luster is the ability of the metal to reflect light. It might be a brightness, it might be a shining when finely polished. Second property is color. Many metals have specific color that distinguish them from others. For example, brass and gold are yellow, silver is white, copper is reddish brown, aluminum is white, tin is silvery white, grey cast iron is greyish black. So basically each and every metal have their specific color that distinguish them from others. Third physical property is density. Density is weight per unit volume of the material. For specific material, density remains constant, but it varies for the different material. Density of material depend upon some extent on purity of material, volume of the pores in a material, and treatment on the material. Next property is porosity. Material containing pores within it is said to be porous material. Porosity is important property in certain application like self-lubricating bearing, in which porous can absorb the lubricant. We can take another example is sponge. If you dip the sponge in a water, the sponge will absorb entire water because sponge have porosity property, because of which it will absorb the water. Next property is structure. Structure include electron structure and crystal structure. Other than that, microstructure. Next property is dimension. Dimensions include size, shape, tolerance of the material. Size is determined by height, width, diameter. Shape is determined by section of material like square, circle, triangular, angle. Tolerances are determined based on accuracy of the size and shape required on component during manufacturing in machining. Next property is melting point. Melting point is defined as the fixed or constant temperature at which pure metals or non-metals change from solid to liquid form. Some material have low melting point and some have high melting point. For example, tin, lead, zinc. and some other material have high melting point, whereas copper, aluminum alloys have medium melting point. So basically it's a constant value of temperature at which the pure metal or non-metal transfer from solid form to the liquid form. Next property is corrosion. It is an unintentional destruction of material because of chemical attack from the environment. There are two types of corrosion. First is dry corrosion and second is wet corrosion. Dry corrosion is if the corrosion takes place due to the direct chemical attack, such corrosion known as dry corrosion. It occurs on both homogeneous and heterogeneous surface, whereas wet corrosion takes place due to electrochemical attack in the presence of moisture. It occurs on heterogeneous material surface. On the next lecture, we will learn the crystal structure, different types of crystal structure and microstructure.